Last week, gold prices they set a new record high of $2,483 an ounce to surpass the yellow metal's previous all-time high of $2,450, reached only 6 weeks earlier, extending its gains by an impressive 37% from its recent lows of $1,800 back in October. Meanwhile, silver prices they've moved back within striking distance of $32, climbing over 52% from mid-February, where prices were trading sub $21 an ounce. One of the biggest catalysts for high gold prices ahead is unquestionably the high-stakes US presidential election. In today's highly macro-driven markets, they are fueling one of the greatest wealth creation opportunities that we have seen. And this, of course, is presenting commodity traders with back-to-back money-making opportunities almost on a daily basis. That's exactly why a long list of the world's most powerful Wall Street banks, from Goldman Sachs to JP Morgan to Bank of America, they have dubbed the current economic climate as the golden age of trading. For commodity traders making money in these markets, it has never been so easy. The week-to-week, short-term, macro-driven trend that we're seeing right now, this can literally be summarized as buy low, sell high, rinse and repeat, and do it all over again. Right now, you certainly can't talk about commodities without mentioning the precious metals, and that's because gold and silver, they have firmly positioned themselves as two of the most exciting asset classes of 2024. As gold prices continue their unstoppable upward momentum, breaking out to new all-time record highs for the fourth consecutive quarter in a row, analysts at GSC Commodity Intelligence, they are calling this the beginning of a new era for the precious metals. Traders are already starting to price in a Donald Trump victory in November, which could spur a new Super Bowl in precious metals off the back of a multitude of economic shocks, including higher tariffs on imported goods, an increase in fiscal spending, and tighter sanctions on Iranian oil, all of which could reignite global inflation. During Donald Trump's previous presidency, gold prices they rose substantially, surging from $1,200 an ounce when he took office in January of 2017 to over $1,900 an ounce in his final month in January of 2021. The big question now, will history repeat itself? Only time will tell. However, one thing we do know for certain is that for savvy traders, they aren't waiting around to find out. We are starting to see more and more of the world's most influential Wall Street banks. They're raising their forecast with extremely bullish calls for gold prices to hit multiple record highs in the second half of 2024. In a recent note, JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs, they advise their clients to begin rotating into precious metals right now, ready for a massive uptick in prices leading into the high-stakes US presidential election. Elsewhere, traders they're starting to shift their attention to silver on rising expectations that the grey metal that will also be next to score new record highs in 2024. Our proprietary data tracked by our team that shows 2024 that marks the fifth consecutive year of a silver shortage, with this year in particular being one of the most intense on record. Silver demand exceeded supply in 2023, resulting in a structural market deficit of over 142 million ounces. Our proprietary data that indicates that the annual production shortfall will nearly double to 265 million ounces by the end of 2024 due to surging industrial demand. Historically, half of the demand for silver that has been industrial, and the remaining half has predominantly been investment related. However, in recent years, the balance has shifted in favor of industrial demand, which currently accounts for 64% of the total global demand for silver. The major catalyst behind the historic squeeze in silver supply, that includes the green energy transition, with solar energy playing a pivotal role alongside unprecedented demand from artificial intelligence and electric vehicles, which are undoubtedly three of the fastest and biggest growing industries in the world right now. Worsening supply and demand dynamics, they have sent silver prices on a parabolic run since October of last year, rallying from just under $20 an ounce to a 12-year high of $32.50 an ounce just last month. Whichever way you look at it, One thing is clear with the current macroeconomic backdrop for precious metals in 2024, it is looking more bullish than ever. And certainly it won't take much for prices to reach new record highs in the weeks and months ahead. Extraordinary times, they do create extraordinary opportunities. And right now, as traders, we are living in some of the most exciting and rewarding times ever in history. Citadel, which is one of the world's largest commodity trading firms, they've already made more than $4 billion of profit from commodities, and we're only 6 months through the year. In fact, with everything which is currently unfolding on the global macro front, 2024 it is now officially on track to be one of the Gold and Silver Club's biggest and most profitable years in our 14-year history. Our clients have already made in excess of 6, 7, and 8-figure returns so far this year, and we're only halfway through 2024. To put that another way, the majority of our clients at the Gold and Silver Club, they've already made more money in the last 6 months than they made in the entire 12 months of last year. What we're seeing right now, it is nothing short of extraordinary. It's times like these that make millionaires and billionaires out of regular people. Whatever long-term goal you're looking to achieve through trading, whether that's to create a full-time income, a second replacement income, or just to earn a better return on your savings, now is the time to take action. Right now, you have an opportunity to make the second half of 2024 your biggest and best yet, which, based on our research, it is going to be another blockbuster year due to all the current macroeconomic events that are unfolding. Definitely do not underestimate what you can achieve in the next 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or even 12 months from now. Here at the Gold and Silver Club, we're consistently banking over 10,000 points profit per month, which we have been transparently documenting through our weekly videos. If you're trading at one lot, that's $100,000, or if you're trading at 10 lots, that's $1 million. As you can see from our testimonials, the majority of our clients at the Gold and Silver Club are utilizing our proprietary research-driven trading approach. They've already made in excess of 6, 7, and 8-figure returns, and we're only 6 months into the year. If you've been kicking yourself for missing out on some of the biggest trading opportunities so far this year, but you still want to make 2024 your best ever, go to jointhegoldandsilverclub.com now to learn how our mentorship program can take your trading to the next level. Time is the most valuable commodity that we have. Make sure that you don't waste it. So with that, let's move over to the charts here. We'll talk you through exactly what we're looking at here as we head into a new week. Firstly, right over to crude oil. So of course, last week we're on a 1-week break. As we return, our sell shorts on oil are now massively in profit. In fact, they're currently up over 1,000 points over a couple of new trades that we executed just in the last week here. Our best entries there were selling short at $83.30 and $82.75. And of course, the rest is history because oil is absolutely tanking at the moment. So let me talk you through this in a bit more detail. So of course, we gave you the heads up the previous week on this, that oil was a massive opportunity to be selling it short once it started to get back above $82.50 per barrel. Our entries that we got on were 83.30 and 82.75. So you can see right now, oil is absolutely tanking. As a result of this, we've been able to protect those trades and already start scanning out of profit. In fact, right now, oil is actually limit down. It's trading at $77.84 per barrel. Now, the point being, the previous week that we discussed with you, we had seen that speculators, over 91% of them, had gone long oil here, missing the entire breakout since the OPEC meeting, which we capitalized on massively with over a dozen trades, banking a windfall amount of profit with our clients at the Gold and Silver Club. The problem was a lot of traders were late to the party. They got FOMO, as usual, using outdated trend trading systems to buy much later into the move. We discussed with you, our expectation was late longs would get punished in this market. It's not going to be so simple and straightforward for all of these speculators, 91% to go long, and all of them make money together. Of course, you can see how this has played out just within the last week. In fact, last week, whilst we were having a 1-week break, all you really needed to do was sell short oil, as we discussed on the previous report, and you've made a lot of money essentially on the sell side here with oil breaking down so significantly. It's already had a massive gap down on the open, and it's currently limit down on Monday, trading at $77.84 per barrel. So I congratulate everybody who also capitalized on this trade. Very simple, very straightforward. This is what we do here at the Gold and Silver Club. We make it very easy for you to capitalize on the current setups that we see play out day to day and week to week. So let's then move it over to the precious metals. Now, we discussed this with you previously, that right now, gold and silver, there's still a chop fest. There's still range bound in terms of the price action. In fact, with silver here, you can see it's been another bull trap just over the last week, and now it's right back at the lower end of the range. Still range bound for now. Unless proven otherwise, we're still staying within a range. Now, we're at the lower end of the range at the moment. However, some of the commodities here, such as palladium and also platinum, they are fully starting to break down, back down towards the price swing lows. Of course, palladium here, I do like it. Now trading back at 884 US dollars per ounce. We're very close now back to the previous swing lows that were tested in the middle of June here. So, of course, I'm liking the price action that I'm seeing right now around the current prices. I do like palladium. Again, at the moment, we've got it trading around 885 US dollars per ounce. I'm also keeping an eye on platinum, which is now finally broken back down towards the price swing lows. So as it stands at the moment, it is trading at 956 US dollars per ounce. If we can break below the price swing lows here and get back closer towards $900 per ounce, very much like palladium has done recently, that would be ideal. We may not get that low, but that would certainly be a massive opportunity. Oil here, we're staying short, right? We're making some massive gains here at the moment on the sell side. As discussed with you previously, we banked the windfall amount of profit on the long side. Very simple trade to then reverse direction and go for the sell side after all of these speculators are basically FOMO'd in and bought much later into the move. They need to get flushed out in the market first before you get the next slingshot move higher. Moving over to gold now as well. Massive trap on gold. You've got 1, 2, 3 drives again into all new record highs here. Nothing more than a massive opportunity to offload longs. If you're still long this market, take an opportunity on these breakouts towards all new record highs to take some profit off the table. Very simply, it's the same setup here you've got in oil, where you have over 90% of speculators, they've gone long this market. They've FOMO'd in, they've bought much higher, and at the moment you can see just within the last week here, gold prices, they've broken down almost 900 points. So I suspect we're going to get another flush out of the late longs in the market. A lot of those late hedge funds and speculators who bought in, they potentially now need to get liquidated. The same sort of thing that you've seen on platinum recently as well. Palladium as well, which is breaking back down towards the swing lows. You've got oil, which is obviously a little bit down at the moment as well, breaking down. You've got silver, which is retesting the prior lows as well. I would imagine you've got the same setup here for gold. As discussed with you previously, gold, you've still got too many speculators who bought much later into the move. Typically, you need to flush out all of those FOMO traders, all of the traders who are using their outdated trend trading systems to buy on a breakout. They need to normally get liquidated first. And then, yes, then it's going to present a massive buy opportunity. And of course, whatever long-term goal you're looking to achieve through trading, whether that is to create a full-time income, a second replacement income, or just to earn a better return on your savings, now is the time to really take action. If you want to maximize your money-making potential and thrive, not just survive in these fast-moving markets, then you need to adapt your strategy to the current market conditions. Most importantly, utilize a professional, research-driven approach. One of the biggest obstacles that holds back 99% of retail traders from achieving their desired success, it's not having access to the correct professional strategies, institutional level data, and market intelligence to make confident decisions with accuracy and certainty. There's a huge gap between the top 1% of professional traders and the bottom 99% of misguided retail traders who simply rely on outdated technical analysis and gimmicky technical indicators that do not work in these markets. If you want to get yourself out of the bottom 99% and into the top 1% who are actually crushing it and making 6, 7, and 8-figure returns in these markets right now, then you need to utilize a professional, research-driven approach, or you'll just end up wasting lots of time, money, and effort, and you'll have no results to show for all of your hard work. In these rapidly changing markets, you need to be constantly innovating and evolving. Technical analysis, outdated technical indicators, they won't work. Those days, they're long gone. If that's all you're relying on, the odds are already stacked up massively against you. If you want to change your results, you have to change your thinking. If you want to learn our exclusive research-driven trading approach that is never taught to retail traders, only reserved for professional traders in the banks, the hedge funds, with access to powerful game-changing insights, including where the banks and hedge funds where they're buying and selling in real time, alongside the key liquidity zones, so you can enter and exit the markets with pinpoint precision. Further compound that with the fundamentals, the macroeconomics, the capital flows, the daily, weekly, monthly, and quarterly real-time data-driven cycle and intermarket correlations, then you need to join our mentorship program. Right now, we are in one of the greatest eras of wealth creation that we have seen. If you want to successfully capitalize on these huge money-making opportunities ahead and build significant life-changing wealth, there's no better time than now. If you want to upgrade your income, you have to upgrade your skills. Never underestimate what you can achieve in the next 3, 6, or even 12 months from now with the right guidance and mentorship. Time is the most valuable commodity that we have. Make sure that you don't waste it. If you want to join our community of successful traders and take your trading to the next level, there is an opportunity for you to do so. As a member, you get access to our exclusive live trading room webinars. You get access to real-time trade ideas, access to institutional research and market intelligence, access to our private Members Academy website, and also support and one-to-one mentoring. For more information, just go to jointhelivetradingroom.com. The link is also below this report in the description. So just click on the link, make an application, and we will get in touch ASAP.